Hey everyone, how's it going? AZREN here, obviously. I'm not sure if we're going to include this in the vlog or if I'm going to make this as a separate standalone video, but we'll see what happens. And this is the first time I'm talking about this like officially on camera and like really addressing it and talking about it. So bear with me if it's not 100% clear, but I'm going to try my best. And I'm going to try to clarify this message over time if it's something that I choose to pursue further. But I feel like it's important to start talking about culture and cultural differences between various countries and various cultural backgrounds. I feel like this is important because sometimes I feel like we as a whole, not just people in the language community, but people in like everywhere, right, myself included, we tend to get caught up in our own surroundings, in our own cultural backgrounds, in our own biases. And what happens is that when we see other cultures, when we see people that come from other places, sometimes we are not as tolerant of it as maybe we should be. Sometimes, right? Because we are so wrapped up in what we feel is right that we become closed-minded to other people's beliefs, other people's thoughts, etc., etc. And I understand this can lead into very sticky places, right? Because sometimes other countries might believe something that is, or other people in different cultures might believe something that is so like vastly different than what you believe, and sometimes what they believe you might think is completely wrong. And it can be very hard to see past that bias for everyone, myself included, right? And so I want to start talking a little bit more about these cultural differences. At a minimum, I mean, I don't know if I'll really pursue this long term on my channel and everything, but I want to give it a shot today. I'm going to throw it at the wall, see if it sticks, see if it turns into something for myself, but I want to start to talk a little bit more about cultural differences, because I think if you start to understand where people are coming from, it leads to a little bit more empathy and a little bit more understanding. And when you have that understanding, it gets rid of some of the negative emotions you might feel towards other cultures, people from other countries. And what I found is quite interesting. This is a different topic, but an important one, I think. What I've been finding as I've talked to different people is that a lot of people say things, and I'm going to go in a very weird direction, but a lot of people say things like, I'm not racist. And I think a lot of people, many people aren't racist. And I think that most people probably aren't really all that racist per se. However, I do think that we do have our biases. I do think that, you know, we might judge different cultures at a 2% level, right? You might look at it and go, you know, that person's, they're from China, they're like that. Or, they're from Egypt, they're like that. Actually, it's crazy. I had an experience, made me a little bit angry the other day. I had a meeting with two different people, and someone else had set the meeting up, and the person that had set the meeting up, they're really frustrated because the third person didn't show up on time, and I don't really know if they're on time, or we had a bit of a miscommunication. And she was angry, like, this guy, he's doing this, and he's from the Middle East too. And so it was like one of those things like, that's interesting, right? The fact that he's from the Middle East for this lady, was an additional negative in her mind. And maybe if you'd caught her in a calm moment, she would have been like, oh no, I have nothing against people from that Middle East, right? I don't know. I don't really know the lady that well. But it was interesting. So a little bit more of a cultural difference. I want to start to address this a bit, and yeah, I'm not sure what this will turn into, and again, this might be a standalone video, but maybe it'll be part of the vlog. I don't really know. So anyway, yeah, we'll leave that there for now.